Linda convincing Ellie to do more shopping at the mall in Northridge. Lynn standing with Waylon in front of a restaurant in downtown Burbank. Lynn navigating the streets of downtown Burbank with Waylon. Laddie guiding Debbie in downtown Burbank. Debbie and Laddie headed to the mall, followed closely by GDMI trainers. Derek walking through the mall in Burbank with Frederick. Frederick checking with Derek after riding down the escalator. Bill trusting his walk with Venus in downtown Burbank. Bill sitting near the water fountain at the mall in Northridge with Venus resting by his feet. 6 guide dog students posing with their dogs at the Ventura Harbor. Robert sitting on the rocks while petting Zappa. Robert working on cues with Zappa along the beach. Jet waiting patiently for Michael to pour his water. Michael walking with Jet along the ocean. Jessica petting Ellie while she sits on a bench near the ocean. Ellie doing a lap on Jessica in the playground. Tamara and Maisie testing out the playground at the park. Tamara working with Maisie along the ocean. Elvis walking closely with Valentine through the park. Valentine doing a focus on the park bench with Elvis. Kim patting Elmer's head while he does a focus near her lap. Kim and Elmer starting their walk through the park. Daniel and Percy sharing a happy moment while doing a close. Daniel and Percy walking along the ocean. Seven service dog teams take a group picture in the park. Larry walking with Jax in downtown Burbank. Larry and Jax sharing a sweet moment during the outing in Northridge. Ellie walking with Linda, followed closely by GDA trainers. Linda convincing Ellie to do more shopping at the mall in Northridge. Lynn standing with Waylon in front of a restaurant in downtown Burbank. Lynn navigating the streets of downtown Burbank with Waylon. Laddie guiding Debbie in downtown Burbank. Debbie and Laddie headed to the mall, followed closely by GDMI trainers. Derek walking through the mall in Burbank with Frederick. Frederick checking with Derek after riding down the escalator. Bill trusting his walk with Venus in downtown Burbank. Bill sitting near the water fountain at the mall in Northridge with Venus resting by his feet. 6 guide dog students posing with their dogs at the Ventura Harbor. Robert sitting on the rocks while petting Zappa. Robert working on cues with Zappa along the beach. Jed waiting patiently for Michael to pour his water. Michael walking with Jed along the ocean. Jessica petting Ellie while she sits on a bench near the ocean. Ellie doing a lap on Jessica in the playground. Tamara and Maisie testing out the playground at the park. Tamara working with Maisie along the ocean. Elvis walking closely with Valentine through the park. Valentine doing a focus on the park bench with Elvis. Kim patting Elmer's head while he does a focus near her lap. Kim and Elmer starting their walk through the park. Daniel and Percy sharing a happy moment while doing a close. Daniel and Percy walking along the ocean. Seven service dog teams take a group picture in the park. Larry walking with Jax in downtown Burbank. Larry and Jax sharing a sweet moment during the outing in Northridge. Ellie walking with Linda, followed closely by GDA trainers. Linda convincing Ellie to do more shopping at the mall in Northridge. Lynn standing with Waylon in front of a restaurant in downtown Burbank. Lynn navigating the streets of downtown Burbank with Waylon. Laddie guiding Debbie in downtown Burbank. Debbie and Laddie headed to the mall, followed closely by GDMI trainers. Derek walking through the mall in Burbank with Frederick. Frederick checking with Derek after riding down the escalator. Bill trusting his walk with Venus in downtown Burbank. Bill sitting near the water fountain at the mall in Northridge with Venus resting by his feet. 6 guide dog students posing with their dogs at the Ventura Harbor. Robert sitting on the rocks while petting Zappa. Robert working on cues with Zappa along the beach. Jed waiting patiently for Michael to pour his water. Michael walking with Jed along the ocean. Jessica petting Ellie while she sits on a bench near the ocean. Ellie doing a lap on Jessica in the playground. Tamara and Maisie testing out the playground at the park. Tamara working with Maisie along the ocean. Elvis walking closely with Valentine through the park. Valentine doing a focus on the park bench with Elvis. Kim patting Elmer's head while he does a focus near her lap. Kim and Elmer starting their walk through the park. Daniel and Percy sharing a happy moment while doing a close. Daniel and Percy walking along the ocean. Seven service dog teams take a group picture in the park. Larry walking with Jax in downtown Burbank. Larry and Jax sharing a sweet moment during the outing in Northridge. Ellie walking with Linda, followed closely by GDA trainers. Linda convincing Ellie to do more shopping at the mall in Northridge. Lynn standing with Waylon in front of a restaurant in downtown Burbank. Lynn navigating the streets of downtown Burbank with Waylon. Laddie guiding Debbie in downtown Burbank. Debbie and Laddie headed to the mall, followed closely by GDMI trainers. Derek walking through the mall in Burbank with Frederick. Frederick checking with Derek after riding down the escalator. Bill trusting his walk with Venus in downtown Burbank. Bill sitting near the water fountain at the mall in Northridge with Venus resting by his feet. 6 guide dog students posing with their dogs at the Ventura Harbor. Robert sitting on the rocks while petting Zappa. Robert working on cues with Zappa along the beach. Jed waiting patiently for Michael to pour his water. Michael walking with Jed along the ocean. Jessica petting Ellie while she sits on a bench near the ocean. Ellie doing a lap on Jessica in the playground. Tamara and Maisie testing out the playground at the park. Tamara working with Maisie along the ocean. Elvis walking closely with Valentine through the park. Valentine doing a focus on the park bench with Elvis. Kim patting Elmer's head while he does a focus near her lap. Kim and Elmer starting their walk through the park. Daniel and Percy sharing a happy moment while doing a close. Daniel and Percy walking along the ocean. Seven service dog teams take a group picture in the park. Larry walking with Jax in downtown Burbank. Larry and Jax sharing a sweet moment during the outing in Northridge. Ellie walking with Linda, followed closely by GDA trainers. Linda convincing Ellie to do more shopping at the mall in Northridge. Lynn standing with Waylon in front of a restaurant in downtown Burbank. Lynn navigating the streets of downtown Burbank with Waylon. Laddie guiding Debbie in downtown Burbank. Debbie and Laddie headed to the mall, followed closely by GDMI trainers. Derek walking through the mall in Burbank with Frederick. Frederick checking with Derek after riding down the escalator. Bill trusting his walk with Venus in downtown Burbank. Bill sitting near the water fountain at the mall in Northridge with Venus resting by his feet. 6 guide dog students posing with their dogs at the Ventura Harbor. Robert sitting on the rocks while petting Zappa. Robert working on cues with Zappa along the beach. Jed waiting patiently for Michael to pour his water. Michael walking with Jed along the ocean. Jessica petting Ellie while she sits on a bench near the ocean. Ellie doing a lap on Jessica in the playground. Tamara and Maisie testing out the playground at the park. Tamara working with Maisie along the ocean. Elvis walking closely with Valentine through the park. Valentine doing a focus on the park bench with Elvis.
Good morning. If you could all start finding your seats, we would appreciate it. We'll be starting in about 10 minutes. Please start finding your seats. Thank you.
Kim and Elmer starting their walk through the park. Daniel and Percy sharing a happy moment while doing a close. Daniel and Percy walking along the ocean. Seven service dog teams take a group picture in the park. Larry walking with Jax in downtown Burbank. Larry and Jax sharing a sweet moment during the outing in Northridge. Ellie walking with Linda, followed closely by GDA trainers. Linda convincing Ellie to do more shopping at the mall in Northridge. Lynn standing with Waylon in front of a restaurant in downtown Burbank. Lynn navigating the streets of downtown Burbank with Waylon. Laddie guiding Debbie in downtown Burbank. Debbie and Laddie headed to the mall, followed closely by GDMI trainers. Derek walking through the mall in Burbank with Frederick. Frederick checking with Derek after riding down the escalator. Bill trusting his walk with Venus in downtown Bill sitting near the water fountain at the mall in Northridge with Venus resting by his feet. 6 guide dog students posing with their dogs at the Ventura Harbor. Robert sitting on the rocks while petting Zappa. Robert working on cues with Zappa along the beach. Jed waiting patiently for Michael to pour his water. Michael walking with Jed along the ocean. Jessica petting Ellie while she sits on a bench near the ocean. Ellie doing a lap on Jessica in the playground. Tamara and Maisie testing out the playground at the park. Tamara working with Maisie along the ocean. Elvis walking closely with Valentine through the park. Valentine doing a focus on the park bench with Elvis. Kim patting Elmer's head while he does a focus near her lap. Kim and Elmer starting their walk through the park. Daniel and Percy sharing a happy moment while doing a close. Daniel and Percy walking along the ocean. Seven service dog teams take a group picture in the park. Larry walking with Jax in downtown Burbank. Larry and Jax sharing a sweet moment during the outing in Northridge. Ellie walking with Linda, followed closely by GDA trainers. Linda convincing Ellie to do more shopping at the mall in Northridge. Lynn standing with Waylon in front of a restaurant in downtown Burbank.
Good morning. We will be starting in 5 minutes, so if you can find your seats, we would appreciate it. Please find your seats. Thank you.
Debbie and Laddie headed to the mall, followed closely by GDMI trainers. Derek walking through the mall in Burbank with Frederick. Frederick checking with Derek after riding down the escalator. Bill trusting his walk with Venus in downtown Burbank. Bill sitting near the water fountain at the mall in Northridge with Venus resting by his feet. 6 guide dog students posing with their dogs at the Ventura Harbor. Robert sitting on the rocks while petting Zappa. Robert working on cues with Zappa along the beach. Jet waiting patiently for Michael to pour his water. Michael walking with Jet along the ocean. Jessica petting Ellie while she sits on a bench near the ocean. Ellie doing a lap on Jessica in the playground. Tamara and Maisie testing out the playground at the park. Tamara working with Maisie along the ocean. Elvis walking closely with Valentine through the park. Valentine doing a focus on the park bench with Elvis. Kim patting Elmer's head while he does a focus near her lap. Kim and Elmer starting their walk through the park. Daniel and Percy sharing a happy moment while doing
Hello,
a pose.
testing. Hello.
Daniel and Percy walking along the ocean. Seven service dog teams take a group picture in the park.
Good morning, everyone. We're getting ready to start, so anybody that might be outside, if they'd like to come in and take their seats. Give everybody a few minutes. All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Tracy Diaz. I'm the Director of Development and Marketing here at Guide Dogs of America and Tender Loving Canines. It's a great day for a graduation. So we will get started. We've got Girl Scout Troop 71071 coming to do our flag salute today. So welcome.
Audience attention, please stand. Color guard attention. The flag will be coming down the center aisle and up onto the stage. The flag will be posted on the left. Color guard advance. Color guard, post the colors. Color guard, salute the colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color guard dismissed. Please be seated.
Well, thank you all for that. Let's give them a round of applause. All right. It is my honor to introduce our President and Director of Guide Dogs of America and Tender Loving Canines, Tony Blevins.
Good morning. All right, we got a good crowd here today. Thank you, thank you. So good morning, everyone. I'm Tony Blevins, President and Director of this wonderful organization, Guide Dogs of America, Tender Loving Canines. Throughout my career, GDA TLC has been a central part of my professional and personal life. I began as an active member of Local Lodge 233 at Fort Rucker, Alabama, president of a 5,000-member local lodge where I went on to serve as a District 75 business rep, a Southern Territory Grand Lodge rep, an international rep, onto an aerospace coordinator, and before being appointed as special assistant to the international president. At the beginning of 2025, I was appointed into this role as the GDA TLC Director and President by the International Association of Machinists President. So I moved from Alabama to sunny California. Today, the IAM supports GDA throughout North America. With over 600,000 active and retired members, the IAM is one of the largest and most diverse unions in North America. We're grateful for their ongoing support. They provide approximately $2.5 to $3 million of our support every year. So today I also would like to recognize some very special guests with us, and they are from IAM District Lodge 776 in Fort Worth, Texas, and that would be Dustin and Tara Mira. Where are you at? Welcome. So it's a joy to be here today, and we welcome you, and we welcome to celebrate our graduates of Class 434, a class full of heart, resilience, and transformative partnerships. And a big welcome back to our puppy raisers here today. So if you're here as a puppy raiser, please stand up. Outstanding. As many of you know, we've been dealing with the URI infections here, what we call puppy COVID. So we thank you for your patience, and we are excited to share this meaningful event with you and your pup today. I also want to offer a heartfelt thank you to all of our IAM partners. We're doing new and exciting things here on campus, and I thought I would like to share a little bit about some of the initiatives that we are focusing on. First, we are pleased to share that we have completed our pilot program for our orientation and mobility training, a program focused on skills and techniques to safely navigate independently. O&M is a certification and a prerequisite to participation in our guide dog program, but it's typically not offered to people over the age of 50. However, our founder, Joseph Jones, who was also an IAM member, made it his mission that no one would be excluded from our services. And carrying that forward, we just trained a 75-year young and a 79-year young student. So today we are celebrating our O&M instructor, Sonia, and students, Kathy and Bob. Where are you at? Welcome. We also want to thank our staff member, Greg, for his hard work with this program. Many have commended and commented on and appreciated your kindness and dedication in helping them through this application process. Where you at, Greg? Thank you. In addition, we are embarking on a new adventure to offer GDA TLC career-changed and retired program guide, service, and breeder dogs to be trained as therapy dogs. Offering this opportunity will allow these amazing GDA TLC purpose-bred dogs a second chance to make a significant impact in the world along with their future handlers. The operating procedures are almost completed, pending our therapy dog manager completing some group, area leader, and puppy raiser focus meetings to discuss finalizing these procedures. This program is because of the dedicated work from our therapy dog manager, Lori Anderson. Where you at? Please stand to be recognized. We'll be sharing more information on this exciting endeavor in the next few months, so please stay tuned. And last, we'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the passing of a special friend and contributor to our program, Graham Henderson. Graham and his wife, Louise, have been active employees, volunteers, and donors for many years and will be sorely missed. Louise, please accept our deepest condolences as well as our gratitude for the impact that Graham has made. Please take a moment of silence in honor of Graham. Thank you. So let's talk about our wonderful veterans here for a minute. Do we have any veterans in the audience? If we do, raise your hand. Excellent. Thank you. I myself am a disabled veteran who proudly served 4 years active duty United States Marine Corps, 2 years U.S. Marine Corps Reserve. I then served in the National Guard, where I completed college, applied to Army Officer School, and graduated as the honor graduate of my class, remaining in active duty status, reserve and guard in helicopter aviation, heavy combat arms commanding battlefield tanks. I also was employed as a helicopter maintenance test flight section at Fort Rucker, Alabama, performing maintenance test flights on Army helicopters. Many veterans who return from proudly serving our countries, America and Canada, can struggle to deal with PTSD and traumatic brain injury, and they struggle because they can't fix what's going on. Our veterans who cannot close their eyes to sleep in fear of reliving their traumatic event, or cannot leave their homes or grocery shopping, have a dinner in a restaurant, or lead a productive life. The service dogs are task trained for our nation's veterans, giving them freedom with confidence to get back into the world with greater independence. We are distinctly privileged to have veterans in Class 434, Derek, Coast Guard, British Royal Navy, Mike, U.S. Navy, Robert, United States Air Force. Earlier this week, we presented them with a flag to honor and recognize their service. Derek, Mike, Robert, on behalf of GDA, TLC, we thank you for your service and for protecting our great freedoms. Would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Thank you. And I thank you and a shout out to all of our veterans. So every single day, I am moved by the people who make this place happen here at GDA TLC. And standing here today, surrounded by Class 434, I am filled with pride for how far we've come and excitement for where we are headed. This room is proof of what is possible when we come together for a purpose. Every graduate here did not walk this path alone. Their journey was lifted by a team of individuals, human and canine, who poured their time, their care, their compassion into every step. I would like to give special acknowledgement to our breeding program manager, Natalie, to our incredible staff, our expert trainers, our remarkable volunteers, puppy raisers, breeders, breeder keepers, campus helpers, and more. Also, we're Cece, and to our great veterinarian department. Thank you. So this graduation today is more than just a ceremony. It's a celebration of freedom, a partnership, of belief that no one should ever have to navigate this world alone. This is why we will continue to push forward, striving to do our very best, ensure our guide and service dogs go to individuals who need them the most. So congratulations to our graduates, and thank you for being part of this incredible mission. And to everyone else, thank you for making this work not only possible, but powerful. So today I want to talk about sponsorships. It is always my pleasure to acknowledge and thank our kind sponsors who show up for us time and time again. They are an important part of our GDA TLC family, and we deeply appreciate their support. We want to start by thanking one of our friends, Sandy Bennett. We know you couldn't be here today, so Sandy, we know you're watching the ceremony at home, and we want to thank you for your generosity and your continued support of our schools, our graduates, and our mission. Your kindness to us over the years is truly inspiring, and your enthusiasm makes us smile. So today, for team sponsorships, they are our highest sponsorship level and cover all expenses for the dog from birth through graduation, and all expenses for our graduates, as well as travel, training, and equipment. First, we would like to thank Lockheed Martin, where's Lockheed Martin, where are you at? We want to thank them for their team sponsorship of Robert and Veteran Service Dog Zappa. Lockheed Martin has been a longtime GDA TLC supporter and has supported many teams throughout the years, and it is a pleasure to have Ali Villalobos, did I get that right? Close, with us today from their Palmdale facility. Yep. Thank you. Say a few words.
Thank you so much. It's always such an honor for us to be here and just working alongside and supporting the mission of Guide Dogs of America with the charitable sponsorship. To Robert and all of our veterans, thank you so much. I get to represent Lockheed Martin and I'm so fortunate to get to meet you. Thank you so much for the services and sacrifices that you make to defend our country and our freedoms. And to the puppy raisers and all of the staff at Guide Dogs of America, your love and your commitment is what makes this service possible. So we are just so proud to be here standing next to you. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, thank you there. We have a couple of more service dog sponsorships as well, and we would like to acknowledge these sponsorships cover all expenses for the dog from birth through completion. The first person we would like to thank is a new friend to GDA TLC, and she is Mary Scott from Alvin, Texas. Minnie has Thank you. Go ahead. Yep. Mary has generously sponsored guide dog Linda in memory of her good friend Suanna Zerkel. Additionally, shout out. Additionally, she has sponsored 4 puppies in honor. The first one, Roby, just recently went home with her puppy raiser, and Mary is enjoying watching Roby progress through our programs. Thank you, Mary, for allowing us to honor your good friend, Suzanne. Next, we want to thank our good friend, Janie Connors, president of Sepulveda Building Materials. This is an amazing organization that has generally supported us throughout the years. They just put on their annual golf tournament where, all proceeds came through and brought us in approximately $120,000. Today, we want to thank you. Today, we want to thank Sepulveda Building Materials for their service dog sponsorship of veteran service dog Jet. And to make it even better, they also have 2 sponsored puppies graduating today. So I am sure Janie is one proud godmother. We have guide dog Waylon and service dog Elmer. Janie is with us today and would like to ask her to come on stage, please. Thank you so much.
It's like Christmas.
Yes.
And more.
Yeah.
Wait for it. Well, Kristen, you could have come up here
Come
and
on up.
helped
Yes,
me,
come on up.
right? Yes.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh.
Turn the air up.
Really? Like you can't hear me, right? Yes. And I want to do a quick shout out to Stephen and Kingston that are in the class in Delaware of 424. It's a special day for Whelan. Where is Whelan? Hi, my friend. Is Richard here? No, he's not. Anyway, congratulations. He's a wonderful dog. I hope you enjoy having him. He's been with us for a long time, so I hope he brings you joy. And I also want to have Charlene is here today, who was our puppy raiser for Elmer. And where's Elmer? There's Elmer. Hi, Elmer. Yes. And I want to thank her for all her puppy updates that she gave to us through all her time. She came down to our store, visited. Oh, yes, here we go, right? Visited, and it was just wonderful to have you. And I'm so proud that he is here today. So thank you for that, right? Michael and Jet. Yep, there you are. Congratulations, right? I hope that Jet brings you the independence and freedom on the next step of your amazing journey. Keep your CB motto, can do, close, right? Yes. And also want to thank all the puppy raisers and all the GDA people who came to our golf tournament that made it as successful as it was. So, thank you.
Thank you. So there are many mainstays of our sponsorship program. Donors sponsoring a puppy contribute $5,000 to sponsor a puppy from the time it leaves the nursery with its puppy raiser until it returns to campus for formal training. They follow the progress through the reports that the puppy raisers put together or via social media with a page dedicated to the sponsor. This is a very close-up and personal way to participate in our programs, so in case any of you would like to share in that experience, we would like to sponsor a puppy. If you would like to sponsor a puppy, we would love to hear from you. So first, we would like to thank our longtime donor, Rishad Dozart, for her puppy sponsorship of service dog Ellie. Rishad lives in Texas, and she is not with us today, but we hope she is watching this ceremony on Facebook. Rishad, thank you so much for your continued support, and congratulations on Ellie's graduation. I know you must be very proud of her. We also would like to acknowledge and thank our really good friend, Mackie Singer, for her puppy sponsorship of guide dog Frederick. If you look around our campus, you will see samples of the tremendous work that Mackie has done for our school, starting with this very visitor and education center. She has also sponsored several dogs over the years, but I believe this is the first one that has graduated, so I know she is a very happy camper today. Mackie, if you would please come and join us on stage.
I first got involved with my late husband in 1994 after he saw a documentary in the middle of the night. The next morning, he called here and spoke with a wonderful woman named Debbie Sands and sponsored a puppy. That puppy went on to graduate, first one. We have sponsored, because of him, 19 dogs. This is the second one to graduate. I'm so proud and thankful to the puppy raisers, to guide dogs. I love this place. It's just like a second home to me. The people are wonderful. The puppy raisers are the best. I salute all of you because it's a tough job and you do it so, so well. Thank you all. Thank you, Frederick. Frederick's going to have a great life. I think he's going to Florida, and he's going to have a great life, and he's going to be a great dog. Enjoy. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Mackie. We also would like to acknowledge several of our puppy sponsors. All of these pups that these donors sponsored are now part of our breeding family. This is a great honor, and these pups will pass along their great genes and bring forth future generations of service dogs. This truly is a gift that keeps giving. Sepulveda Building Materials sponsored Ida. Carla Matthews sponsored Gunny. Ann Botein sponsored Kelsey. Louis Feller sponsored Haley. We also want to recognize the additional dogs that were selected as breeders, and these dogs are Ida and Fesley. And we can't forget our class donors. They also sponsored a puppy, but the pup ended up being career change. Today, we would like to thank Susan Hoffman for her sponsorship of career change dog Enzo, and Deborah Surface for her career change dog Poppy. Thank you very much. And finally, we want to thank the following for their harness sponsorships. Lexi and Kelly Dreyfus, harness sponsorship of Ellie. Elizabeth Hall, harness sponsorship in love and memory of Lewis Hall, Jax and Venus. And Mackie Singer, harness sponsor of Frederick. And as always, we want to give a special thanks to the National Charity League San Fernando Valley Chapter. NCL's dedicated members are on hand at every graduation, providing and serving the refreshments, assisting family members and guests, generously helping wherever they can. Thank you to NCL. I would like to finish by sharing our upcoming events. You can always find a full list of the events on our website. First up is our annual Las Vegas Charity Weekend from November the 13th through the 15th. For everyone that is joining us for the first time today, thank you for taking time to learn more about our organization. Please join us at our next puppy raiser orientation next Saturday, August the 30th, or our volunteer orientation on September the 24th. Also, we'll be hosting an In for Training puppy turn-in and luncheon on September the 6th. Finally, please mark your calendars for our next graduation, which will take place on November 1, 2025. And then I'd like to welcome our lead service dog trainer, Jessica Simpson. And I've seen a lot of smiley things out there in the audience today, so it was a conspiracy. Thank you.
Making sure y'all can hear me. Hello, everyone. My name is Jessica Simpson. I'm one of the service dog trainers here at Guide Dogs of America, Tender Loving Canines. It truly is an honor to stand here today and celebrate this incredible journey with Class 434. Over the past few weeks, we've had the privilege of watching this incredible class grow, not just in skill, but also in confidence and trust. We know that stepping into something unfamiliar can feel a little overwhelming at first. New routines, new challenges, and plenty of learning moments, but you all embrace this process with such courage and openness. You guys built bonds with your service dogs that were nothing short of inspiring, and you trusted in your dogs and in yourselves. Watching the transformation you all made from day one to today is one of the most rewarding things of part of our job. The hard work you put in, the patience, and the dedication, it is all paying off, and we're so proud of how far you have all come. And the best part of this journey is it's just beginning. We're all so excited to see where these partnerships take you. I want to take a moment to recognize the amazing behind-the-scenes staff that made this all possible. A huge thank you to our kitchen staff and cleaners, Louie, Terry, Lisa, and Evan. Your hard work, your kindness, and care have not gone unnoticed. To our kitchen team, thank you for keeping us well-fed, caffeinated, and a little bit spoiled. And to our wonderful cleaning crew, thank you for quietly working your magic and keeping everything sparkling, even with many dozen paws running around. And last but not least, a heartfelt thank you to our incredible service dog team. Cheryl, Hannah, Sonia, and Sean, your dedication, your teamwork, and your wholehearted participation makes every class stronger and more successful. And a special thank you to our canine manager, Nicole, who I had the privilege of instructing alongside during this class. Your knowledge and calm presence bring so much to this team and to the success of our students. I am truly grateful to be part of such a passionate and supportive team. I'll start pausing. Thank you all. And again, congratulations to Class 434. You're here, you did it, and we can't wait to see the incredible things you and your service dogs will achieve in the journey ahead. Now I'll begin introducing service dog teams. First, starting off with Jim and veteran service dog Ryland. Jim served in the Marine Corps, completing 2 combat tours in the Iraqi conflict, during which he earned several combat ribbons. When he returned home, he knew something had changed within him. At first, he was reluctant to re-engage with community, but now he finds peace in fishing and hiking through the backwoods of New England, accompanied by his new service dog, Ryland. Unfortunately, Jim could not be here today to speak, but wanted us to express his gratitude for his new service dog, Ryland. Ryland was raised by Christopher and family. Please welcome up Melissa to say a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Apologies in advance. This is actually my first time doing public speaking ever. I actually struggle with PTSD myself, along with a brain injury. And so it is my great pleasure to represent my partner, Christopher Rosales, in raising Ryland. I try my best to keep this sub 2 minutes. I wrote down some notes. Again, apologies. This is difficult, very sentimental. During the height of COVID, my partner, who struggles with generalized anxiety, was really struggling after we lost our medical alert dog. At the same time, I was dealing with PTSD complicated by brain injury. Life felt heavy, isolating, and uncertain. And then came the perfect dog. While we were told when we met her she was the quietest one out of the litter, the runt of the litter, she was confident and filled with rambunctious happiness from day one, and she helped both of us step back into the world. Attending puppy kindergarten, taking walks, and simply spending time outside became something we look forward to. She gave my partner structure, companionship, and a sense of purpose, helping him re-engage with life. And she reminded me how to find joy again despite my own struggles. Over the course of a year, we devoted ourselves to training, teaching her basic commands, guiding her growth, and preparing her to become a dog for someone in need. This journey became even more meaningful because my partner had always wanted to help people with diabetes since his brother is a type 1 diabetic. Today we learned that Ryland has learned that skill on her own and is alerting her current client to his low blood sugar. And so that was the cherry on top for us. Through her, we discovered and I mean this with the utmost sincerity. Through her, we rediscovered happiness. She was the goofiest girl. Her confidence, loyalty, and unwavering happiness reminded us of the quiet power of companionship. She didn't just learn from us, we most definitely learned from her. Raising her wasn't merely a responsibility, it was in every aspect a gift. Thank you.
Ryland was trained at Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility by Dante Henderson, Arturo Arzaga, and Jason Imbach.
Ryland is an amazing, very high, energetic, lovable dog. She loves people and is eager to be in your company. I received Ryland and was able to work on her fluency and some of her complex behaviors. Ryland and I worked on her body sensitivity and with outdoor exposure. Ryland taught me patience and that there are multiple ways to counter condition unwanted behavior. I am grateful for the time I have spent with Ryland. She wants to be the center of attention and enjoys comforting you. I will miss her committed gaze and play sessions we had together. I want to close with thanking Ms. Simpson, Mr. Deves, and Ms. Maples for entrusting me with the responsibility of completing Ryland's training. I am grateful for all the secondaries that help prove behavior and help with her generalization and desensitizing. It takes a community to train these dogs within this environment. My biggest hope is that Ryland brings you and your family all the peace of mind and happiness you deserve in life. Ryland is one of a kind and has the ability to shine her light in dark places in one's life. Thank you.
Next, we have up Marlene and veteran service dog Oakley. Marlene is a combat veteran who served in the Army, Air Force, and National Guard. She served as a military intelligence officer during extended deployments in Kosovo and Iraq. Oakley is Marlene's third service dog from GDA TLC. Marlene says that having a service dog has saved her life, because now instead of worrying about me or focusing on me or worrying about what's going on in my head, what I think I did wrong in Iraq or whatever, I have stopped doing that. Oakley was an in-home placement completed this week by one of our service dog trainers, Sonia. We have a video from Marlene. Oakley's a little camera shy. One moment until we get the video back up.
Good morning.
There we go.
I'm lucky enough to receive Oakley. My name's Marlene. I was a U.S. Army veteran. I was injured in Iraq. I'm actually lost my leg in Iraq, and I suffer from PTSD quite a bit. And this is not my first dog from Tender Loving Canines, but I do know Tender Loving Canines, has done a phenomenal job of giving me dogs that, work with me and for me and bond perfectly, that I need when I need it. I was nervous because, Oakley, I was nervous because Oakley is replacing, my phenomenal dog, Ransom. And it was hard for me to think that I would get another dog that would be as just phenomenal as Ransom. But Oakley is definitely showing signs of being that, that dog that definitely can do that. She, to that training program that Tender Loving Canines has, with the prisoners, the training, is phenomenal, and the basis that these dogs come to me is perfect, and the cues are just phenomenal. Oakley has already demonstrated that we are going to be able to bond just as well as I did, with Ransom, and I really look forward to many years with Oakley. It's definitely lessened my anxiety. I lost Ransom in December. And it's been, 7 months, waiting for Oakley to finish her training and, for them to give me the perfect, leave it, thank you, 7 months, to get the dog that would fit me. And Oakley, Tender Loving Canines has done it. So if you're a person who's donated to Tender Loving Canines or who just enjoys watching, Guide Dogs of America and Tender Loving Canines on how they train their dogs, breed them, train them, and for all the countless volunteers that, work with Guide Dogs America and Tender Loving Canines. I want to thank you, because without these dogs, I'm not able to always leave my house. The PTSD, especially when I start to have my flashbacks, restrict me. It keeps me in my house, but now I know I can leave my house. And if I have a flashback, I know I can, when I park my car, a quick hug and lick from my dog can kind of bring me back to reality and remind me I'm not back in Iraq. My nightmares in the middle of the night, I'll stop. Oakley, relax. Oakley, relax. I'll know that nightmares in the middle of the night, I have her right beside me. She's been with me for 3 days, and I've had some of the best sleep I've had. She's right up against me, doing what she's supposed to be doing. Being an amputee, people don't understand just the fear of going into my shower, and I've fallen in the shower. And having the dog be able to run and grab a phone or retrieve something so that I can get up, and move out to where I need to be is just undescribable. And Oakley's already demonstrated that she's able to be able to retrieve and give me all that. So the weight on my shoulders that I've had for these past 6 months without Ransom is starting to be lifted as Oakley starts to demonstrate that she has the basis, and as we continue to bond, she'll be able to continue to do that. So again, for all the volunteers, everyone who donates to this great cause, and obviously all the inmates who continue to train the Tender Loving Canines, and all the trainers who also assist and take them out into public access. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oakley was raised by Emily and family. I want to welcome up Catherine, who will read a letter from Oakley's puppy raisers.
Hello, everyone. I first want to say thank you to Catherine for reading my speech. In addition, I'd like to thank the Long Beach group led by Brian and Nancy Matthews and Dave and Pam McKenzie for all their dedication, work, and time they put into supporting, listening, and helping us. I'd like to thank the Huntington Beach group led by Holly and Bob Sjogren, who do an incredible job not only raising their own dogs, but also planning fun group outings and educating so many kids about service dogs. Lastly, I want to thank everyone who had a hand in Oakley's training, whether big or small. Thank you. I got Oakley when she turned 5 months old. She was a rehome for me and came needing some extra TLC. We started with the basics like potty training, and let me tell you, potty training a 5-month-old puppy is not as easy as a 8 or 9-week-old puppy. They're a lot easier to handle when they're so small, but we got there eventually. And that's what I learned the most while raising Oakley, is that we will get there eventually. With time and patience and a little bit of kibble, we will get there. Today proves true to that, as Oakley has gained the title of service dog. I'm so proud for all she has accomplished, for being adaptable not only as a puppy, but in formal training as well. I love getting to raise her, and I'm so thankful to be just a small part in her journey. When I think about our time together, I remember figuring out all the trash truck schedules of various neighborhoods so we could work on loud noises in new areas. I remember taking Oakley to college and making new friends. I remember all of the slow exposures we did getting us to our goals. And of course, I could never forget her acing the puppy challenge at open house and getting first place. Now it's time for her to go change the life of a very special person. I'm so proud of Oakley and know she will continue to spread joy wherever she goes. Congratulations to your new partner in you. I wish you both many fun years of working together and an incredible bond. I hope you find both happiness in each other and joy every day. As Winnie the Pooh once said, I am so thankful that I've experienced something so hard to say goodbye to. Oakley, I am so thankful for all that you've taught me and for your stealthy eye contact. You are truly one in a million. You got this, girl. I will always be cheering you on and your new partner. Thank you.
Oakley was trained at Mule Creek State Prison by trainer Jacob Robles.
Hey, my name is Jacob Robles, and this is Oakley. For the last 9 months, her and I have been together, just preparing for you to receive her in about a month. But before anything, I want to just say thank you for your service to this country. You know, that sacrifice, it takes a lot, and I thank you for, and I honor you for that. One of the things that I'm gonna remember most about Oakley is every time we parted ways, or she had to go out real quick to interact with the world, when she came back, she was so excited to see me. So I look forward to that for you. I look forward to see like what you're gonna experience when you guys are away for a little bit, and when she sees you, she's super excited to see you. But how has she affected me in a positive way? One of the most important things that I've learned in my interactions with her is that there's no one way of doing something. You know, a lot of times I get stuck with thinking that this is the right answer for this one thing, but with her, I was able to learn that there's multiple ways to do something, like whether it's a cue, whether it's impulse control, or whatever. She taught me that just take it easy, try this alternative way, and it might work. Another thing that she taught me was that second chances are definitely possible. You know, I'm in prison, and so I'm in prison for committing heinous acts. So she just taught me that it is possible to get out of that, and I'm not my crime. And so that's one of the most important things that I'm going to take away from my experiences with Oakley. And the last thing that I hope for you, the client, you know, I just hope that as she inserts herself into your life, that she continues to bring quality to your life, because I know she's brought quality to my life, and I know that when you meet her, the connection that you're going to build with her is going to rival some of the connections that you probably have in your life today. And that's just one of the wishes that I have for you. Thank you.
Next, we have up Daniel and autism service dog Percy. Dan is a dad of 3 kids on the autism spectrum. He has been a designer and a web developer in the education field for over 2 decades. His passion is making web apps accessible and easy for everyone to use. In his free time, he enjoys reading, drawing, skiing, and cooking, especially pizza. The whole family is thrilled about the support and love that their service dog Percy will bring to their lives while working with Dan's oldest son, Oliver.
All right. Sorry, this is not something I usually do, talking in public. Do my best. I want to express how grateful I am for all the love, dedication, and hard work everyone has put in for running this wonderful organization and raising and training the amazing Percy. When I reflect on it, the sheer scale of this undertaking always catches me off guard. It's incredible that this group of people came together and decided to make the world a better place, and then they did it in a major way. From Lauren, who raised Percy as a puppy, to Mr. Coker, who worked with him at Mule Creek, the amazing trainers, Jessica and Nicole, the hardworking folks at the GDA, and the countless others who organize and plan the intricate logistics and raise the necessary funds and do the outreach. It's awe-inspiring. The end result is that Percy will have a profound and direct impact on my family, my son Oliver, and on me. Percy will help Oliver join activities and parts of society that I had all but given up on. He'll also help my entire family participate in outings that we thought were no longer possible together. Even though Percy was trained to work with Oliver, while going through my own training here, my outlook on life has changed significantly for the better in just the past 9 days. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Percy was raised by Lauren and family. Lauren, unfortunately, could not be here today, so I will invite Kathy up to read a letter from Lauren and her family.
Thank you. All right, this is a letter from Lauren and her family to Percy's new family. The household Percy was raised in was busy, loud, and loving. He was named by our 3 kids after Percy Jackson, the hero of their favorite book series. Percy was raised by a dutiful golden retriever who would hold his favorite chew toy with his paws while Percy chewed on it. Percy was a remarkably secure and confident pup. On one of Percy's first visits to elementary school, I was given a volunteer recognition award and had to walk with Percy up by my side, up in front of the entire school. Percy was very young, but he was perfectly poised, and he walked loose leash alongside me to the front of the school with everyone ogling at this adorable puppy. He stood at attention right by my side while the principal talked about me and introduced Percy to the whole school. Percy was always surrounded by children, whether it was at home, school, or youth sports. We are so grateful that he will be going to a family with kids because he loved having lots of people and action around. Percy slept every night in the kennel in the master bedroom, and when I couldn't find him to go to bed, I always knew he would be laying by my middle son's bed, being petted as my son read late into the night. Percy loves people, and in reflection, he loved all people and animals. My parents have property in Southern Oregon. Percy loved our summer trip to Oregon and Montana. He thought all of the domestic and wild creatures were his best friends. He loved the horses, cats, wild turkeys, squirrels, deer, and birds. He didn't chase animals. He wanted to greet or intelligently watch all of them. To our surprise, he also loved the rivers and lakes. Percy never swam in our pool. Our Goldens swim a lot, but Percy never wanted to swim in the pool. But when we went to Oregon, he was very happy to frolic in the river and lakes. He didn't want to swim. He wanted his feet touching the bottom, but he loved splashing in the water and finding rocks and sticks. He has brought so much joy and pride to our lives, and we hope that he continues to do so for your family. You are very lucky to have him. Thank you, GDA.
Percy was trained at Mule Creek State Prison by trainer Chester Coker.
Hi, Mom. Hi, everybody. My name is Alan. Of course, this is Percy. He's very handsome. Percy's a very old soul. From the day he arrived, he was always very calm and interested and eager to work. The puppy raiser did a fantastic job, and they sent me a dog that was easy to train. He likes to watch TV, and I would bet you if he can see it, he's probably watching it right now. Hi, Percy. I've made a bunch of terrible mistakes in my life. Choices that got me in here. But 6 years ago, I got to make a better choice. the opportunity became available to join his program. I can't take back my terrible choices, but I get to do something positive. And I'm grateful to everybody that contributes to helping me get this opportunity. My last 3 dogs got career changed. I started to feel like I was doing something wrong. I really thought about giving up, but then I got Percy. And from the moment he arrived, I just wanted him. I wanted him to make it. And he has this really calm demeanor. His temperament, he's really even. He's intelligent, good boys. So a lot of my confidence to keep going came from Percy. So we're supposed to balance our crate training with how much time they're out of the crate. And of all the dogs that I've had, I think he's been with me more than Parisi and Maples would approve of. I've taken him everywhere, school, to visits. He lives in my house constantly. I would recommend that you do the same. Just keep him with you. Show him you love him, and he's going to always love you. Thank you.
Next, we have up Elvis and autism service dog Valentine. Elvis is a Teach for America Corps member who is embarking on his journey as an educator at the 3rd grade level. He is a very proud father of 2 children with special needs. He is the primary handler for his son's service dog, Valentine, a highly trained companion that provides critical support for safety, regulation, and independence. Elvis brings his passion for inclusive education and community impact into both his teaching and his advocacy work. He is dedicated to raising awareness about autism and the life-changing impact that service dogs can have on enhancing the well-being of individuals and their families.
Aloha, everybody. I just really want to thank everybody who contributed to Valentine coming into our family. His calming presence will be an asset to our family and will help our children to grow developmentally and, God willing, not feel alone. Excuse me. I just want to thank everyone, especially Guide Dogs of America, Tender Loving Canines. It's refreshing to see that there are not only still good people in the world, but people who are willing to put action to words. I am grateful to everybody. Thank you all very much. Have a great day.
Valentine was raised by Anna and John. Please welcome Anna up to say a few words.
Hello. Oops. It's not that much. This is really big print. First thing I want to say is I am very, very jealous that Valentine is moving to Hawaii, so I've been trying to figure out how to store myself in his luggage. Elvis, congratulations on Valentine joining your family. I know that he will make a huge difference. Oh, sorry. I know that he will make a huge difference in your lives as he did ours. Valentine was the sweetest puppy. He was so very calm and so eager to learn. He was the second puppy I raised for GDA, and the difference between the first puppy and Valentine was night and day. I remember early on complaining to my children how boring Valentine was because he learned quickly and was so easygoing. Nothing bothered him. Valentine became my constant companion. He was eager to go with me anywhere. We took long road trips to Northern California and to Arizona to hang out with family. He was such a great driving buddy. I had many nicknames for Valentine. He would come to me if I said, "Where's my baby? Where's the dog? Where's my puppy?" His favorite game was hide and seek. I would park him in a sit-stay, and I would hide in other rooms, behind doors, behind beds, behind couches. He had so much fun looking for me, and he was so excited when he found me. My family and friends and neighbors adored Valentine, and they still keep up with his progress. Valentine was also a great big brother to my third puppy, Argyle. He showed Argyle the rules of the house very quickly. He let Argyle know that before following me up or down stairs, you wait at the landing in the middle of the stairs until I commit to either going up or down the stairs. He showed Argyle which floor vents to lay on to warm up when the heater was on, where the best windows were to sunbathe. Valentine also put up with a lot of sharp teeth from a teething puppy. Valentine has been a star. He has had the privilege of traveling many places in the United States and to Canada also on home visits. He probably has visited more states than I have. He also participated in a documentary on Unleashing Hope. He was the puppy that did the home visit in that documentary. It was very heartwarming for us to see him, and we were so proud. They did not tell us he was in the documentary until we saw it. I want to thank GDA and TLC for all the support they've given me through my puppy raising experience. But to be honest, I didn't need to call them while I was raising Valentine because he really was perfect from day one. I want to thank our hardworking leaders, area leaders. I also want to thank my husband for helping with puppies and putting up with the occasional chaos. And again, I'm so happy Valentine has found a family. I know that we'll cherish him. And in return, I'm sure he'll make a positive impact on your family. Thank you.
Valentine was trained at Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility by trainer Samuel Cecina.
Hi, my name is Sam Cecina, and this is Valentine. He is a very mellow and curious dog. He shows a lot of excitement once people start moving around and stuff. He has been a treasure. He has helped me kind of come out of my shell. Been very withdrawn individual, yet in order to get him motivated, I had to become more energized. And so it was a lot different for me. I hope that he is able to really just be part of the family and be there to love and support their bond, who tries to be against people and really show a lot of affection. And so I hope he fits it very well. Thank you.
Next, we have up Jessica and autism service dog Ellie. Jessica is a mom who serves as an officer for the U.S. Public Health Service Commissioned Corps. Along with her service dog Ellie, she will work to support her child's disability-related needs. The team will focus on stability and support to help navigate daily challenges while promoting independence and quality of life. Jessica's experience as both a healthcare professional and parent gives her unique insight into the important role service dogs play in supporting families.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jessica, and I'm the parent of a child with autism. Today, I stand before you with a heart full of gratitude. It's a little challenging, public speaking with a dog on stage, but we'll get through it. At least sit. Good. A few years ago, everything changed for my family. My happy child became so overwhelmed that panic attacks kept them from entering the classroom, simple outings became impossible. Navigating our healthcare system can be challenging, to say the least. By the time we found the right support, my child was in full autism burnout, unable to manage simple daily tasks or attend school. Through all of it, our extended family provides unwavering support at home. They carry us through hard days, but we constantly search for ways to help my child navigate beyond our safe spaces. That's when we discovered GDA TLC and Ellie came into our lives. So many people have touched her journey. This organization's staff, her puppy raisers, her trainers, and countless donors who believed in her mission. Today, Ellie graduates. She brings more than obedience training. She brings life-changing tasks. She's learned deep pressure therapy to provide comfort during overwhelming moments, behavior interruption to redirect harmful patterns, and retrieval tasks to help with daily independence. Beyond all that training, she also brings personality. She's sweet, loves to snuggle, and is a real princess. Her confidence will become my child's confidence. Her calm presence will turn overwhelming moments into manageable ones. She'll be our bridge back to a world that feels less scary and more normal. You've given my family hope and renewed my faith in human kindness. You've shown us that compassion crosses any distance and that powerful acts of love often happen quietly by people who may never even meet those they've changed forever. Thank you for being our village. Thank you for showing us that hope has many hands and paws. Thank you.
Ellie was raised by Lexi and Kelly. Please welcome Lexi up to say a few words.
Ellie was the 11th puppy we raised, and each of the puppies we raise are given Disney names. Ellie was named after the character from the movie Up. In the film, Ellie is adventurous, joyful, and full of heart, and our Ellie has lived up to that name in every possible way. Over time, her name lovingly became Eleanor, or when she seemed to have a little too much golden fuzz in her ears to hear properly, Eleanor Marie. From the very beginning, she carried herself with a calm and steady presence. She spent her days alongside me at work, often surrounded by dozens of kids. Whether she was quietly comforting a child, patiently letting little hands explore her fur, or just sitting close when someone needed to feel safe, Ellie didn't need to be taught how to help. She just knew. Her love was instinctive and constant. One of my favorite memories with her was the first time we went whale watching. She found the perfect spot by the little door of the boat, right where the waves could splash her face just a little, and she was delighted. Then came the dolphins and eventually a pod of orcas, which is rare off the coast of Los Angeles. As everyone moved around the boat to try to get the best view, they were blocked by Ellie, but nobody cared. She kept the best view the whole ride with the biggest smile on her face. And after that, we went whale watching countless times because she loved it so much. That's who Ellie was, easygoing, curious, and completely content to meander through life at her own pace. She wanted to take everything in one moment at a time. She was always present, always steady, and always kind. Ellie made me more patient when things didn't go as planned, kinder when I felt stretched thin, and gentler even in moments of uncertainty. She didn't just make me a better puppy raiser. She made me a better person. I'm gonna get through this, I swear. People ask, how do you give them up? And say I could never do that. And I understand, because the only thing harder than giving Ellie up would have been bringing her home. Bringing her home would have meant that she didn't get the chance to do what we had raised her to do. She has found the perfect partner, and we couldn't be happier. There's a line from Ellie and Up that says it best. Thanks for the adventure, now go have a new one. Ellie, thank you for the adventure. Ours has come to an end, but yours is just beginning.
Ellie was trained at Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility by trainers Richard Tovar and Ruben Castro.
My name is Ruben Castro. When I first started working with this beautiful little doggy here, she taught me the real meaning of patience. I've gathered a patience within myself that I knew I didn't exist. You guys are going to get a very loving, affectionate dog that is just going to be a beautiful asset to your guys' family.
Yeah, and I'm Richard Tovar, trainer for Ellie. And most notable thing about Ellie is she's a very affectionate dog. She runs off of love. That's like her primary motivator. And at the same time, she's so smart, and she just aims to please. She helped me get through a lot of challenging times. Our best behavior is I got through it was with hug. That's like both of our favorite behaviors. So, it's very therapeutic. Training her has been very rewarding. In fact, she has made an impact on the yard. Everybody loves Ellie. All the smiles she brings when they come and visit. People come visit, and I get comments about how when she trots and when she walks, so she looks like a show dog. So, and also she likes to cross her paws when she's kicking back. Some people think that looks so proper. So I'm grateful for this opportunity, to train and work with Ellie. She's an awesome dog, and she's definitely been a joy for the time she's been. To the family and the recipients for Ellie, I hope she brings a bright and fulfilling days, just like she's done here for the past year or so. Thank you for the puppy raiser for doing a great job. Thank you for all the staff at GDA, Ms. Simpson, Mr. Deeves, and Ms. Maples, for your help and your support. Also, I want to thank Ruben here and all the guys here, for helping make it happen. Thank you.
Next, we have up Kim and autism service dog Elmer. Kim is an insurance underwriter who works remotely and is the mother of 3 children. She has many years of experience with animals, including volunteering in a veterinary office, as a pet sitter, as a bird keeper for 200 finches, and also lived at a rehabilitation center where she helped for and cared for and released injured birds of prey. She is delighted to welcome Elmer into her family. She and Elmer will work together to provide sensory support and facilitate a social bridge for her child on the autism spectrum.
Down. Elmer. Down. Good boy. All right. Hi, everyone. Oh, sorry, buddy. From the beginning, I've been just so incredibly impressed by GDA TLC. I first came here, I was sitting down here, I was just a mom on a field trip with 2 of my kids. And it was so cool, these squishy little puppies we get to see, and the beautiful facilities. I'm like, wow, this is a really cool organization that does really amazing things. I had no clue I'd ever be up here or be a recipient. About a week or 2 later, we received the autism diagnosis for our child. And in that flurry of those early days of looking for resources and figuring out what we can do to help, I remembered this program. So I applied, and at the time, it still felt like a total pipe dream. Like, they're not going to give us a dog. No way. There's no way. After we were accepted, we were so excited. And coming to campus, I continue to be so impressed by this place. Everyone here is amazing. The facilities are amazing. The food is amazing. The resources, everything is great. And as we went through all the training, you can see like the light bulbs starting to turn on for me and for the rest of my class of, oh wow, this one cue is gonna be amazing for this or that. You can see how this is really going to help us. So I want to say thank you to everyone involved. There are so many people here, so many volunteers and staff and everybody. Special thanks to Hannah who for her cheerful guidance for all the paperwork that we had to do and for the selection process. And a big thanks to Jess and Nicole, there you are, for your in-depth knowledge, your time spent, and you're so patient with me. Every time I was holding a little too tight, you very, very patient with me. And of course, to Charlene and to the inmate raisers who, all the hard work that you did and all the love that you poured into this lovable goof right here. He's the best, and I know it was really hard to give him up. So thank you so much.
Elmer was raised by Charlene. Please welcome her up to say a few words.
I'm already crying. Not really good at speeches, but first I wanted to say thank you to Sepulveda Building Materials for sponsoring him. You guys always do such an amazing job. And to my OC GDA group, Tammy, Mark, and Joanne, who have helped me a lot with this one as certain events have come up in my life while I was raising Elmer. The best thing I can describe about Elmer and one of his best qualities as a puppy compared to all the other ones I did is his recall. It was absolutely on point, so much to where when he would run back, when I would call his name, he would have to slide and stop so he didn't run into me. I was warned by Tammy, raising a golden, which he was my first golden, they get a lot of attention, and they do. I cannot tell you countless times I was in a hurry going through a mall and would have to stop and explain what I did and what Elmer was being trained for. I actually had one lady follow me around the mall into Lens Crafters and everything. She wouldn't leave me alone. I didn't know how to tell her in a kind way, I'm in a hurry, I need to go. As a puppy, Elmer was help raised by my 3 career change guide dogs, and loved to play, but as they were older, they wouldn't want to play with him anymore. He would go in the backyard and run back and forth and throw toys up in the air and just catch them by himself. He was a fun, loving dog, very supportive. He had a special bond with me as I battled breast cancer, and he went through the whole treatment with me, and for that I thank him, and I'm gonna miss him. And I don't think I would have gotten through what I went through without him being with me everywhere. I'm gonna cut this off and not say everything else and just tell Kim you're getting an amazing dog. I hope he does well with you and your family and your son. I will miss him, and he is going to be the best gift you guys have ever gotten. Thank you to GDA too.
Elmer was trained at Mule Creek State Prison by trainers Kenneth Carroll, Scott Martin, and Joshua Thomas.
My name is Ken Carroll. This is Elmer. I would love to call him Chewbacca from Star Wars, short for Chewie, but that's me personally. First, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me, for everything He does for me. I want to thank my mom, Nora, and my stepdad, Tim, for all their love and support and their encouragement, always being there by my side. I want to thank Parisi and Maples for all their hard and dedicated work, helping me to become a dog trainer. I've been part of the TLC program for 2.5 years. Elmer is my second dog to help train and graduate, but he is my first dog to train as the main trainer. It is an honor to have the opportunity to train such a wonderful dog. It's amazing that everywhere I go, outside, to school, church, etc., someone somewhere always expresses that Elmer is a beautiful dog, and some people even say that he is the beautifulest dog in the yard, with his beautiful, long, perfect hair, his wavy, long tail, and the way he bounces when he walks. Elmer has nothing but love in his heart. He loves and gives nothing but love to anyone and everyone. Elmer has brought me great joy training him. I know he will make whoever he goes to as happy as he's made me. I would like to make it known that at times there were discouragements that seemed difficult during my journey training Elmer, but Parisi constantly reminded us why we did this program. Multiple times, Parisi showed us videos of amazing, powerful testimonies about how our training transformed people's lives. The TLC program opened my eyes to realize the unexplainable value this program is all about. These testimonies from so many different clients gives me the need to push forward through any type of obstacles, to work even harder, to become successful, to not quit, to never give up. I want to dedicate all my hard work training Elmer to the client Elmer goes to, because that's what GDA TLC is all about, to help those who needs help to deal with their personal daily lives. The scriptures in the Bible expresses to be a servant to others, to put others first before me. Romans 12:10 and 11 says to serve when God's people are in the need. Be ready to help them. God bless you, and may your journey with Elmer bring you many blessings. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Scotty Martin. I served as secondary handler to Elmer's training, and I'd like to say this. Having the opportunity afforded to me to serve as secondary handler in the training of Elmer as a service dog has been a position in this program I count second to none. This, along with the opportunity to strengthen ties and get better acquainted with my friend, fellow brother of the faith, and participant in this beneficial program, Kenny Carroll, along with a host of others involved in this enterprise within and without the barbed fences of this institution, has been nothing short of a growing experience in the right direction. Now, getting back to Elmer, he has definitely served as a reminder that when you love someone, you'll be willing to make the necessary sacrifices for them, because they, along with the end goal, are worth it. Elmer has doubtless been worth every last repetition and every last training session it took to equip him with the skills to assist a well-worthy recipient in their upward climb and journey along the rugged terrain in the path of life. Elmer is very lovable and so friendly, not to mention soft to the touch and quite the handsome specimen. If Elmer was one of us, he would doubtless be that social butterfly type that works hard and plays harder. He would as well seek to assert to whoever his fellow companions are at any given time that he's a complementary blend of a strong mind and a sweet heart. A special thanks to all who make this possible. You know who you are.
Next, we have up Mike and veteran service dog Jet. Mike joined the Navy in 2000 as a CB. He deployed to multiple countries and was deployed to Iraq in 2004. He finished his contract with the Navy and joined the National Guard as an 11B infantryman in 2005 to 2007. He suffers from a TBI and PTSD. He has been wanting to get out of the house and play golf for years, but due to isolation, it has been made very difficult. He is hoping that his new friend Jet enjoys the greens.
First off, I just want to say I feel blessed for being accepted in this program. And I just want to thank Hannah, Nicole, Jess, Everybody's been great here, down to the staff. And the puppy raisers are great. They did an amazing job with Jet, and I just hope I can carry the baton. Thank you.
Jet was raised by Lenny and family. Please welcome Maria up to say a few words.
When we welcomed Jet into our home, we had an idea of what we could give to Jet in terms of opportunities. What my family didn't expect was what Jet could give to us. He gave us love, and he gave us reason. Reason to squeeze an afternoon adventure even after a long day of work. Reason to explore California in ways I've never seen before. And reason to feel whole again after losing our family dog of 12 years. Jet changed our lives, and after 2 years of heart, dedication, and commitment, I can only imagine the ways that Jet can change Mike's life. Jet is not just the goodest of boys, he is an open door to healing, adventure, and a brand new chapter. So today it is with much pride and joy that I congratulate you, Mike. You are gaining such a remarkable service dog and also a loyal companion who sheds love like he sheds fur. And he's got lots of it, so thank you.
Jet was trained at Mule Creek State Prison by trainer Teddy Cornejo.
Hello, this is Jet, and my name is Teddy. I'm currently Jet's trainer. Before me, Jet was trained by Mr. Henderson. I can still remember the first day Jet came into my life. He was so unsure, confused, and full of energy. I've seen how Jet has grown into a very smart, loving, down-to-earth service dog. Jet has changed my life drastically. He has taught me responsibility, empathy, and has brought joy and happiness into other inmates' lives. Excuse me. Jet has given me a new purpose in life and has taught me the meaning of what it is like to have a best friend that always is by my side no matter what. He loves me unconditionally, and I have been truly blessed to have been part of his life. He has a bright future ahead with his new family. I hope Jet always brings joy, happiness, and unconditional love to you. Finally, I want to say thank you for my coworkers and everyone at GDA and TLC, including my supervisors, Ms. Parisian and Maples, who without them, this wouldn't be possible. Jet and this program will always hold a special place in my heart. Thank you.
Next, we have up Robert and veteran service dog Zappa. Robert is a U.S. Air Force veteran who served in law enforcement and specialized as an explosive detection dog handler. After leaving the service, he continued in law enforcement. He retired after 30 years as a detective sergeant. His retirement was due to his increased PTSD symptoms and attended treatment. He currently enjoys spending time with family, wood carving, and learning the banjo. Robert has recently become a regional mentor for Deer Hollow Recovery, assisting veterans and first responders to handle PTSD after being released from treatment. He hopes that his new partner, Zappa, will help him rejoin society again.
Hello, I'm Robert. Just to start things off, saying thank you was in no way near enough to express what my true feelings are. Before GDA TLC, my PTSD made my life very difficult. It has also been very hard on my family as well. From self-isolating and always being fearful and having my little episodes in places, I was basically not fully enjoying my life. I know it's only been 10 days since I met Zappa, but he has already made a big impact on my life. I have done things here at the school that I would normally not do or do with extreme anxiety. And of course, GDA has made that possible. With that, obviously, thanks to Nicole and Jess for all their kindness and slaughtering, and also when I'm having issues on our outings and showing me that I can do it with the assistance of Zappa and make it through it. Again, there is no way I could ever repay what has been given to me. My family and I are beyond grateful. Because of GDA, I can now rejoin society with a lot more ease. Thank you very much.
Zappa was raised by Kathy and Steve. Please welcome Kathy up to say a few words.
Zappa. Zappa was our first, and I think he knew it. He was a great teacher. Taught us to give him just a sample of his dinner while it was being made, to talk to him when he was little and getting used to his crate, and most importantly, to be a part of a group, be a member of the pack. He gave us the reason to meet the wonderful people in the Long Beach group, Nancy and Brian, or they may be, who helped us with puppy kindergarten. Zappa knew what to do, but we had to be trained to do it right. So he gave us the reason to keep trying. Then the Torrance group formed, and we met more wonderful puppy raisers. Becky and Mark, Tracy and Greg. They came up with really interesting outings, accompanied by often the GDA and TLC trainers who supported us so well. Hannah and Abby always just seemed to have the right suggestion to make. Right before Zappa's turn-in, we were given the opportunity to raise another puppy. Zappa gave us the confidence to overlap by a couple of weeks, and he taught the new puppy a lot about being nice and gentle and getting busy outside. When it came time for him to go to college, we could not have been more proud, except now. We are so overjoyed that Zappa is partnered with Robert. Being from a military family myself, this is a real full circle moment. And through it all, I have to say that the leader of our pack and Zappa's biggest champion is my husband, Steve. I could not and would not have done it without him. So Zappa, go forth and do good. Okay.
Zappa was trained at Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility by trainers Heath Sosa and Fernando Millsap.
Hello, everybody. Hope you guys are enjoying the ceremony. This is Zappa Dog. My name is Heath. I'm his primary trainer. I'm actually one of his primaries. His original primary paroled, and so I got the challenge to take him on and help him out and get him to the end, and that's what I did. Zappa is a very silly dog, very loving, comforting. He loves snuggles and laps and hugs. And he also, what you'll notice with him is he does this thing with his mouth. He's got his teeth get stuck under his, his gums get stuck under his teeth, and it looks like he's smiling at you. So you'll definitely enjoy that. He has Zappa for me. He brings me lots of, he brings me down to earth when I'm down and out, when I'm stressed. So I'm gonna miss this guy. He was a challenge. He was very silly and funny, but I know that he's gonna bring you lots of joy and comfort when you're down and out. So take care of him. He'll definitely take care of you, and thank you for taking him on. It's awesome. I want to thank everybody up at GDA campus, and all the staff up there. We appreciate you guys so much. All the help and support that we get from you guys up there. The puppy raisers, Zappa's puppy raiser, you did a great job. All the puppy raisers, you do such good work with our dogs. When we get them, we're happy to receive them, and you guys are doing awesome work. I'd like to thank the staff, our staff here at Donovan. We got Simpson, Deebs, and Miss Maples. You guys are like mentors to me, and we should be definitely like your support. I also want to I forgot to thank my coworkers, all you guys who helped me with Zappa. There's many of you here that we all collaborate and work together as a big team, and that's something I appreciate. So thank you guys, and enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Next, we have up Tamara and facility service dog Maisie. Tamara has worked as a victim services professional for more than 20 years. She offers support, comfort, and resources to individuals who have been victims of crime. The crimes and range of trauma for each individual victim varies. She has worked with victims of child sexual abuse, human trafficking, domestic violence, drug and gun violence, and with families who have lost loved ones to violent crimes. Her role is to help avoid re-victimization by assisting victims and victims' families in understanding the process, coping with the stress of maneuvering the justice system, and offering comfort and support as they prepare for and attend various interviews and court hearings. I had to show off one of Maisie's little fun tricks she likes to do. So my heart is very full standing up before you today, just watching and being such a part of this huge opportunity to make this happen for our community where I'm from and the people that we work with. First, I'm going to put my glasses so I can actually read it. I wanted to thank Guide Dogs of America and Tender Loving Canines for the phenomenal work you do to breed, train, care for, and ultimately connect these beautiful dogs to the many people who will benefit from them. Our trainers, Nicole and Jess, have been absolutely amazing this week. They are so very kind and patient with us. Excuse me. She has a nose on her, as most Labradors, and she loves to smell things. Anyway, they've been so kind and patient in teaching us to properly handle and bond with these dogs. It is a lot of work, I have learned, and I've witnessed true dedication from every single person in this process. From Maisie, leave it. From just the administrative staff to the people who provided our food and our meals and took care of us. We have just been treated so well here. Finally, I would like to thank my supervisors and coworkers who have supported this mission of bringing a facility dog to work in our office and courthouse, allowing this program to provide another layer of support and comfort to the victims and families we serve. Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the sweetest, most adorable canine Maisie, who is now tasked with working at my side. I am very pleased about that. Not sure if she is.
Her sweet personality and disposition will make her an incredible asset in our day-to-day work with the many individuals coping with the trauma and anxiety related to crimes. The criminal justice process can be extremely stressful and intimidating, and we frequently ask people to relay their story to investigators, prosecutors, and eventually a jury. And my hope is that Maisie will be that added comfort that some of these victims truly need to help make this process just a little bit easier for them. I want to be clear that while I am a part of this program, this is not my accomplishment. I am grateful for the communication and collaboration of my office, GDA, TLC, and the many people behind the scenes who made this possible. I'm looking forward to the future and observing Maisie as she works her magic in comforting and supporting victims. I am truly honored to be a part of this new facility dog program and working alongside Maisie, making a difference in the population we serve. Thank you all so much. Thank you to my puppy raisers who, like, I can tell she's really attached to, but thank you for being such a huge part of her growing and becoming the beautiful soul that she is. I thank you.
Maisie was raised by Noah, Mindy, and Laura. Please welcome Mindy up to say a few words.
Hello. I'd like to start by thanking everyone who's helped us on this journey of being a puppy raiser. Everyone at GDA TLC, thank you for trusting us with the privilege of caring for precious Maisie and for supporting and guiding us through the ups and downs of all that entails. And speaking of tails, I want to thank Maisie for loving us and changing us in a way we never knew was possible. Thank you to Laura, our co-raiser, for helping us care for sweet Maisie. And thank you to my family for your unconditional love and support, especially my daughter Noah for convincing us that raising a guide dog puppy was just what our family needed. It was your idea and determination that led us to GDA, TLC, and ultimately to Maisie. Raising a guide dog puppy was your dream, and you guided me down the path that brought us here. I'm so proud of all the work you did to get us to this point. Also, thank you to my other daughters, Olivia and Ari. Maisie was going to be sweet no matter what, but being raised by 3 little girls only helped nurture that even more. She was such a pleasure to raise, and even though we knew from the beginning that her time with us was temporary, we didn't realize that the meaning, impact, and fulfillment of raising her would last forever. I think the number one question we get, as some of the other raisers mentioned, is how can you let go when the time comes to say goodbye? And of course, knowing that Maisie's gonna fulfill her life's purpose with Tammy is worth 1,000 goodbyes. So we send her off knowing that our lives have been changed for the better, for being able to be part of that. Thank you.
Maisie was trained at Mule Creek State Prison by trainers Jerry King and Alex Rosales.
All right, good morning. My name is Jerry King. This is Maisie, and this is Alex Rosales, and we've been working with Maisie for the past 10 months or so. Today, the question I want to talk about is what I hope and wish for the new client. For myself personally, I got into this work basically because I wanted to make a difference, and I feel like this work matters, and so I hope that Maisie makes a difference in somebody's life that matters to them, and that she shows up and gives all the support that any individual could be looking for in a service animal. And so that is my hope and wish for the client. Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex. I've been working with Maisie for a while with Jerry as well, and what I want to talk about is what Maisie's done for me, because I'm hoping that what she does for you, the same that she's done for me. So Maisie's helped to ground me. I was a little impulsive, I was a little arrogant, kind of going around, living my life, doing what I wanted, when I wanted, and when I started working with Maisie, I realized that it wasn't just about me anymore, that I had to pay attention on my schedule, I had to revolve around her, I had to pay attention to my emotion and my behaviors and my mannerisms, because the more aggressive or the more impatient I was, the less that she wanted to respond to. So she helped to ground me and keep me focused. I'm hoping that she has the same benefit and effect for you as well.
And so we'd like to just thank GDA for the opportunity to be able to work with Maisie and whatever comes next. So thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And again, congratulations, Service Dogs teams of Class 434. Now I want to welcome up Sean, one of our guide dog and mobility instructors here at Guide Dogs of America, Tender Loving Canines. He will have the pleasure of introducing our guide dog students for Class 434. Thank you.
All right. Good morning. My name is Sean, and I have had the honor of serving as lead guide dog instructor for Class 343. I was joined by my colleagues Natalie and Jamie. This is Natalie's first class, and she did a great job and knocked it out of the park. In addition, it was nice to have Jamie back in class as she worked with Natalie one-on-one to help get her ready for this challenging and exciting role that she's taking on. Again, I'd like to thank both Natalie and Jamie for all your dedication and support to the GDA TLC program. I would also like to recognize Tina, our newest apprentice. She recently completed her blindfold experience, which allows her to gain firsthand insight into the challenges and triumphs that our clients face when they enter the class receiving their first guide dog. During this experience, Tina was able to live and interact with the class, learning what it truly means to navigate this world as a visually impaired person. Again, I'd like to thank Tina for all of her hard work in this class and continue to watch her grow as a new apprentice. So congratulations, Tina. I'd also have many thanks to give, and give me a second because there's a lot of people here, but I would like to thank the staff at GDA TLC who played a crucial role in preparing us for the Class 343. A special thank goes out to our dorm attendants and volunteers, Missy, Sherry, Alicia, Monreen, Lori, Jerry, Debbie, Bunny, Mary, and Laura for their unwavering support. Additionally, I would like to also thank our airport transport team, Jerry, Missy, Lexi, and Nancy for their efforts to ensure safe and effective travels for our students. I'd also like to extend a warm, heartfelt appreciation to our dorm cleaning staff, Crystal Clean, Chef Louie, and Chef Steve for maintaining a welcoming and comfortable environment for our students. I'd also like to thank and acknowledge Sev and Patty from Ashkenazi Development Company. They generously support GDA, providing us with a conference room to escape this great heat that we've been dealing with and a resting area between our routes. Class 433, right there, is a group of remarkable individuals who have come from all across the United States. Their ages range from 20 years old to 75 years young. Over the course of the 3 weeks, these 6 students have embraced the challenge of a guide dog training with determination and enthusiasm. 4 of the students received their first guide dogs, while the remaining 2 received their second and 5th guide dog. Throughout their time with us, each student has learned how to work and manage their dog independently, preparing them to embark on their next chapter with their lives. For Class 434, today you step forward with courage, not just guided by a loyal friend at your side, but by the strength you've built within. This graduation marks not the end, but the beginning of your journey, where vision is not measured by sight, but by the purpose, resilience, and heart. I'd like to start by welcoming our first graduate, Debbie and Laddie. Laddie is a Yale Labrador Retriever cross. Debbie is a teacher of the visually impaired at Fresno Unified School District. She is married and proud mother of 3 grown children and 10 grandkids. In her free time, Debbie enjoys crocheting, reading, and spending time with her family and beloved parrot. Laddie is her first guide dog from GDA TLC, but her fifth guide dog overall.
Hi, thank you. I would like to thank everyone involved in this organization, especially my puppy raisers and my trainer, Sean, and the other trainers that assisted, and for the great class we had as well. This dog is amazing. He's very sniffy, but he is giving me the independence and freedom that I need. And he's nice and calm. I work with a lot of kids who are medically fragile and in wheelchairs, and I think he'll be a great asset to my job. Thank you.
Laddie was raised by Laura and Rob, represented today by Laura. They are from the San Fernando Puppy Group.
Well, I can still say good morning. It's 5 to 12. So. First and foremost, I want to start by saying thank you to everyone. I'm going to cry already. Involved in raising, training, and caring for Laddie. During his journey so far, he's endured many challenges, but come through stronger and better than ever, thanks to all of you. Laddie was the first dog that we raised for GDA TLC. He came to us at 6 months old, already amazing. We didn't have to go through house training. We didn't have to go through his first puppy K. We did do puppy K, but it was for me, because it was my first time. This really helped us with our first puppy raising experience. Laddie is sweet, smart, and lovable. He's grown into a focused, patient, and solid guide dog. We met Debbie on Wednesday and could tell that her bond with Laddie was already becoming strong. They adore each other and are forming a solid partnership. We could not be happier with their match. Debbie, Laddie's the most amazing dog. You're so lucky to be matched with him, and I believe that he's just as lucky to have found you. We look forward to hearing about your adventures at school and into your retirement. We wish you guys all the best. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Derek and Frederick. Frederick is a male Black Labrador Retriever cross. Derek is from London, now residing in Florida, and is married with 1 adult son. He's a retired night restaurant supervisor from Universal Studios Orlando, and a proud veteran, having served both in the British Royal Navy and the U.S. Coast Guard. Frederick is Derek's first guide dog. He enjoys, not Frederick, but Derek, enjoys cross-stitching, being outdoors, going to the gym, and always trying new food. He never says no to a culinary adventure.
I'd like to say thank you to everybody at GDA and TLC for giving me this chance. This dog is bringing a new lease of life to me. I was asked one time what he means to me, and it literally is a new set of eyes. He does everything for me, and I couldn't be prouder to have such a beautiful dog. And I want to thank the puppy raisers, and especially all the staff that have stuck around. Thank you.
Frederick was raised by Taylor and Daniel, represented today by Sandra. They are from the Torrance Puppy Group.
Hi, I'm Sandra Oshiro. I've raised 3 puppies myself, but today I'm here on behalf of my daughter and son-in-law, Taylor and Daniel Parr, and my first grand dog, Frederick. They're out of town for a wedding and are sad to have missed being here, but they came and met Derek earlier this week, and they got to see Frederick with his person, and they are thrilled for them both. Frederick was their first puppy, so they're batting 1,000 right now. I'm going to read a message from Taylor. Frederick was the first puppy we got to raise for GDA TLC. He was sponsored by Mackie Singer, so we're grateful to her for helping to provide the opportunity. From the very beginning, he brought so much love, chaos, and joy into our home. Whether it was playing with his toys, zoomies around the house, or adventures around town, he made every day fun and exciting. But Frederick was always meant for more than just being our dog. He was meant to help someone in a truly life-changing way, and now that's exactly what he's going to do. Frederick met Derek and connected instantly. Frederick's expert move, close, was the first thing he did, and Derek immediately felt a connection. These two seem to be the perfect pair. We're going to miss him like crazy, but we're also so proud to have been part of this journey, and we know Frederick is going to do amazing things. So go be awesome, Frederick. We love you so much.
Next, I'd like to introduce Ellie and Linda. Linda is a female yellow Labrador Retriever cross. Ellie is a student at the University of Pennsylvania and is currently partnered with her first guide dog, Linda. In Ellie's free time, she enjoys singing, playing piano, and horseback riding. She is an active member in her barn community where she helps and takes part in their riding and the Paralympics.
Hi, everyone. Ooh, okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Ellie, not the dog. I am going to keep this brief because Linda is excitable, likes finding new things to explore, and has a lot of struggles with impulse control, which is why she was paired with me. And I really like her. And I just have to say to everyone here, today is a day of big emotions, especially for me because I have to go back to dorm food. So I just want to say it takes a lot to raise a dog and not know what's going to happen. There's so many dogs. I know it's not every dog gets to come and stand up here on the stage, but Linda gets to, and 13 dogs over, and like 12 dogs over there, they also get to, as well as the dogs that were in home. They get to change people's lives. They have changed lives. They will change lives. And it's so great that you all have put in the time and effort and have such compassion and kindness to make someone like me have this great change in their lives. Thank you sincerely, all of you, for being yourselves. I am so glad to be joining this family.
Linda was raised by Daryl and Andrew, represented today by Daryl from the San Fernando Puppy Group.
4 years ago, I stumbled across an article about puppy raising and asked my husband, do you think we could raise a GDA puppy? It would be our first puppy, ever. We could never have imagined just how deeply this journey would enrich our lives. Today, we're raising our third puppy, hosting a beautiful breeder dog, and last fall, we had the privilege of caring for a brand new litter of 10 tiny little puppies in our home. Andrew, thank you for being my incredible husband and my fearless co-raiser. I couldn't do it without you. While I'm the one standing here representing Linda, there are hundreds of people who helped shape her into who she is today. To everyone who puppy sat, trained, and cared for her, thank you. To our lovely Linda, you were exceptional from the moment we met you. Fiercely independent, yet deeply affectionate, you wanted to be a part of everything, and you feared absolutely nothing. You were my partner in every adventure, hiking the San Bernardino Mountains, visiting piglets in Buffalo and Santa Clarita, and attending several unforgettable concerts here in LA. You loved people, you loved to learn, and more than anything, you loved to work. And we absolutely loved you. People often ask, how do you give them up? And my answer is always the same. She was never mine to keep. And standing here today, it doesn't feel like giving her up. It feels like giving her forward. Ellie, Linda was destined for you. Seeing you two together, I know without a doubt that next to you is exactly where she belongs. May she guide you through campus, study life's lessons by your side, and be your partner in every new adventure that lies ahead. And know the love that she carries from all of us will walk with you every step of the way. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Larry and Jax. Jax is a male Labrador Retriever. Larry is originally from Los Angeles, but lives in Florida now. He's a retired chef and former meat team leader at the Whole Foods Market. He earned his associate's degree in culinary arts from the Los Angeles Trades Technician College. Larry is a proud father to his son. Jax is his first guide dog. In Larry's free time, he enjoys swimming, walking, spending time with his son, and listening to podcasts.
Back down. Back down. Jax. Over here, Jax. I would like to thank everybody for being here today, especially the puppy raisers. You're all amazing. Thank you for Sean and the whole staff, training staff here. Today's my Independence Day. I don't have to depend on my sister or my son anymore. I can go with Jax anywhere I want to go now. And I want to just also thank Greg for that phone call you gave me. It's really quick, and I was really excited to hear from you. And once again, I just want to say thank you for everybody, and also to my sister and my father and my son, thank you for all you did for me over the last few years since I lost my eyes. And now I have Jax to help me, so thank you all.
Jax was raised by Lee and Carmen, represented today by Lee. They were from the Santa Clarita Puppy Group.
Hey everybody, how's everyone doing today? I know it's been a long day. I'm gonna make a quick little talk about us and Jax. 3 things I want to talk about me and my wife as puppy parents, a little story about Jax, and then a little thank you. So the story about us as puppy parents is we started off as puppy parents 15 years ago when I got my wife a birthday present for her. Happened to be our first dog. 15 or 16 years later, both our dogs passed away in the same year. It was really challenging for us. We didn't want to get another dog and go through that experience again. Then I find out about Guide Dogs of America and the opportunity we had to raise a dog and help somebody else and help them move forward. People always asked me, they came up to me, I had people come up to me in the stores that thanked me for doing this for others. And, I always told them, this is a blessing to me. It's not something that I really thought about doing for others. It was a blessing for me at first, And then I'm able to give that dog and help somebody else in their future. So Jax is a real blessing in our lives. A little story about him. He has no fear. Larry, you're going to realize this. Larry and Jax are going to have lots of adventures together, and Jax will have absolute no fear and courage in leading Larry in those adventures. To give you a secret, I took him to the fireworks show on July 4th when he was just a little puppy, maybe a little earlier than I should have, but I was treating him on every firework, and he didn't care. He was just watching them. And every exhaust, backfire in the streets, we would look at Jax, and he'd just look at us. He was fine with it. So Jax was a blessing in our lives, and I know he's going to be a blessing for Larry. There are a few people I want to thank, the whole organization. I can't thank enough people. But let me bring this up so I won't forget all the people I need to thank. I want to thank Pam and Bob English for really supporting us and being understanding of me not checking my emails on a regular basis. Leslie and Mike, who couldn't be here today, but were kind of co-raisers with us and helped us with Jax. Kathy in Santa Clarita. Mindy, who couldn't be here today. Marguerite, one of our helpful puppy sitters, who is a co-raiser and is here today. And I want to thank the GDA itself for allowing us this opportunity to be able to grow as people and as dog parents. And I want to thank my lovely wife for going through this adventure with me. Thanks, everyone.
Next, I'd like to introduce Lynn and Waylon. Waylon is a male black Labrador retriever. Lynn lives in Idaho with his wife and their daughter. He works as a massage therapist and enjoys ham radio, playing the piano, hiking, traveling, and baseball. Waylon is his second guide dog from GDA TLC.
You know, I'm happy to be here today. This is my second guide dog, and you know, when I first got my first one, I thought, okay, I'm gonna, you know, have it for a while, and this is gonna be great. Well, on my wife and I's first anniversary in April, we found out that she had to be retired medically. She got hip dysplasia, and it really kind of broke my heart at that point. And, you know, I had the choice. I can keep her, or I could put her out for adoption. And, you know, when you're so close to something like that, there's just no way that I wanted to give her up for adoption. She's still with us today. She's doing good. And I decided I wanted to get another guide dog because I realized how important it is that a guide dog is not just a dog. It's not just a pet. It's your eyes. It's your comfort level. After the first week, I was asked, you know, because I was doing good, what made it click for me? And I thought about that, and I think the biggest thing that clicked for me was confidence and self-esteem. And that made a big difference, the rest of it. Jamie kept saying, you got to get out of your comfort zone. And I did. But I want to thank all the trainers. I want to thank Jamie and Natalie and Sean and Tina for being there for us, to have patience when we don't do something right and we don't do it right again, and they hang in there to help us. But I want to really thank my wife for her supporting me. I wish she could be here. But most important, I want to thank my Heavenly Father for all that He gives me and for allowing me to have this experience with a guide dog. And thank you.
Waylon was raised by Rick and Carrie, represented today by Teresa and Delilah. They are from the Inland Empire Puppy Group.
Hello, everyone. First, we would like to thank the Sepulveda Building Materials Charity Golf Tournament and Janie for sponsoring Waylon and dozens of other puppies over the years. We were so thrilled to meet Lynn with Waylon this week. It was clear that they are a perfect match for each other. We are disappointed we could not be here at graduation because we always love to see the joy of the new graduates and puppies as they head out of school and begin their journey together. Good luck, Lynn, and a little warning. Don't let people stare too long into Waylon's eyes because he tends to steal their heart and touch their souls. He spread nothing but love to all while we had him, and we know he will do the same for you and all you meet on your journey. We hope we can keep in contact with you as you share your new furry partner, Waylon, with family and friends.
Last but not least, we have William, also known as Bill, and Venus. Venus is a black Labrador Retriever, female. Bill is from Kentucky and married with one son and 3 daughters. He holds a bachelor's degree in architecture from the University of Notre Dame and works remotely as a project executive. Since 1990, Bill has specialized in sports construction and has led the building of many major sports facilities. Venus is his first guide dog. In Bill's free time, Bill enjoys watching sports, especially Notre Dame, and attending games.
Venus, sit. Sit. Hello, everybody. I'm last, and I won't draw this out too long, but there are some people I have to thank, besides Tony and his amazing organization here, for letting this happen. I was first diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa back in 2016, when my eyesight was about here, and over the years, my eyesight has shrunk to here. So as you can see, I still have some central vision, but it's regressive, it's hereditary disease, and I got the unfortunate lottery to get that from my genes. But then again, I'm so thankful for the great lottery I have to receive Venus. It's been a process. I would not be here today with a guide dog if it wasn't for my loving wife and advocate, Sandra. She's the one that she pushed me, she prodded me, she did what everyone's wife does. She makes sure that you follow through and do what you're supposed to. Alongside her today is my youngest daughter, Melanie. She was my videographer who did such a great job of submitting all the information to Greg Steinmetz, the application and director here, to go through. It was a process. It started in 2023 with the first phone call from Greg. I was so excited. I had a colleague, I was out in Portland on business, take a video of me crossing the street with a lighted signal, because in our neighborhood we have no lighted signals, and one of the requirements is to have a video of you crossing the street with a lighted signal. So I started off right away, but then some hurdles happened. My eye doctor retired, so I could not get a recent diagnosis. So I had to find another one. Took 6 months to get that done. Then took another 4 months to get that done. Submitted all the stuff, and then Jamie, the lead trainer here, called me and said, well, you don't have any crosswalk experience. You need to get additional mobility training. So 2 months later, got that done. Finally said everything in, called Greg, is there anything left for me to do? Greg says, no, we have everything. We're going to meet. We have our board meetings, and then we'll get back to you. So Christmas came a little late in January. Greg called me and said, you're in, you're on the list. We just need to find a match for you. And what a match they do. Venus is probably she's the smallest one of all the dogs graduating today, but she's the mightiest. She walks with the correct pace for me, and it was a little difficult the first couple of days because, like I said, I have central vision, and I did not trust her. It wasn't until our night walk, and when we went indoors and I put on some real dark sunglasses so I couldn't see a thing. We're walking around the mall, and she kept me out of harm's way. She took me up escalators, down escalators, through elevators. But probably the most amazing thing was when we went to the metro stop. This dog is a protector. She is going to be my eyes and get me through my life. In closing, I'd like to thank the 42 family and friends that wrote cards and letters to me to read while I was here. It was very heartwarming. And then in closing, I have to say to Pat, Gary, Jeff, Ken, Artie, Mark, and Eric, you're fired. I have a new set of eyes to guide me. Thank you.
Go ahead and grab a shoulder, put that handle down. Put the handle down.
Venus was raised by Dave and Cindy, represented today by Dave. They are from the Pasadena Puppy Group.
Well, I'm honored, hopefully, to be your last speaker, so we can all. Okay. Cindy and I raised our first puppy in 1993, and then returned in 2022 to raise Venus. So Venus is our second puppy, so we had a little break there. But Venus, Miss V, and Veenie Baby are the names she went by, depending on her activities, good and bad. Venus, you're one happy puppy, loves life and people, a fast learner, and full of energy. I want to thank Dunsmore Elementary School for your love and friendship during our many visits. And also a special hug goes out to Rigby for sharing your students and friends at La Cañada High School. I understand Venus will get some travel with Bill. She always loved her visit to Tahoe during our family vacation, along with our almost weekly trips to Yorba Linda for Little League Baseball. So I'm sure she will enjoy traveling with Bill during his work. I do want to thank all the employees and volunteers at GDA TLC for all their help and friendship. It's wonderful support with everybody. I want to thank Sheila, our Pasadena group leader. I want to thank Lori, Tammy, Gwen, and Bob, fellow puppy raisers, who are always available to calm our nerves when we figured we were ruining poor Venus. We made it through. And Mary Beth and her family for always being around for puppy sitting and going on walks with their pups, Rigby and Harrison. So I have one more thing, and then we'll be done. Bill, I understand that you're a graduate from Notre Dame and assume, and I found out earlier, that you do watch Notre Dame football. And your experience in building sports complex and all this. Well, everybody, our friends here know that Cindy and I are real big Dodger fans. But something a lot of people don't realize that Venus spent 2 falls with us, and in fall, there's college football. Well, Venus I have a present for her. She has a favorite scarf she used to like wearing. So this is a gift. I don't know if you can see this, Bill. Now, if this is intolerable, underneath, you can take this off, and there's a Notre Dame collar. So, thank you. So, okay, I lost my place here. So, Venus, Bill, good luck with all your adventures. And Venus, happy birthday in 3 days. She'll be 3 years old. And I'm stealing some words from Luke Bryan in his song with a little bit of twist. Walking, fishing, loving every day. Thank God he made us this way. So Bill and Venus now, God bless your family, and good luck with everything. Thank you.
Again, I'd like to congratulate Class 434. Now you're ready to go out and have your new adventures. Next, I'd like to bring up Catherine, the puppy program coordinator.
I am the last speaker, so we're good. So class 434, you are dismissed. If you want to head on out. Woo! And so while they're heading out, we're giving them a little bit of fluff time. I just want to talk to you a little bit about the vital roles puppy raisers play in our organization. I swear it's short. Puppy raisers play a vital role in helping us fulfill our mission. They work hand in hand with canine development to take on the incredible responsibility of raising our puppies from just 8 weeks old to around 16 months. During this time, they teach basic obedience, instill house manners, and provide exposure to a variety of experiences that build confidence and prepare the puppies for their future as service and guide dogs. If during today's graduation sparked your interest or inspired you to maybe consider puppy raising, I encourage you to attend one of our puppy raiser orientations. These are held right here on campus in this very room. Our next orientation is scheduled for Saturday, August 30th at 10:30 a.m. Attending an orientation is a fantastic way to learn more about what's involved in puppy raising and is the first step towards becoming approved. If you're unable to attend the August orientation, don't worry. We host orientations twice a month, and they are always on Saturdays. You can visit our website at guidedogsofamerica.org and click on events to go to our calendar. Orientations are open to the public, so even if you don't sign up, you are always welcome to stop by and learn more. Additionally, right after graduation, we'll be offering a campus tour. So if you're interested, we'll meet under the big wisteria trellis. Or if Judy Riley says differently, listen to her. Thank you all for being a part of today's graduation, whether you're in person or joining us online. Hi, Mom. We truly appreciate you celebrating Class 434. Congratulations again, and you are dismissed.